Hey Seeker, I'm Bronya from Wild Lotus Tarot, and I do believe this is the first time that we are meeting face to face. I've wanted to give this face to camera thing a go for a little while, guys, but I had been putting it off, and the main reason is because I'm really shy. It's kind of out of character for an Aries. I do find myself in these positions where I need to step up and lead at times. However, my moon is in Scorpio and I like to go deep and be really reflective, and that's obviously where my intuitive side comes out as well. So it is an edge for me to do this. The reason why I wanted to do this is because I feel like it's easier for me to create a connection with you guys. I want to get to know you better, and I want you also to understand me when I'm reading better, my mannerisms, and of course my accent. I am from New Zealand, that closest country to Antarctica. There's not that many of us. I have a mixed accent because I've also lived in the UK and now in Australia for long stints of time as well. And yeah, I just really wanted to do it this way. And you know, I always say that the definition of transformation is to find your edge of discomfort and continuously meet it. So Seeker, this is how I am meeting it for you. I'm not saying I'm going to do it like this every time, but let's see if we like the new format. And I'm really enjoying my YouTube studio that I've set up here in my spare room, because until now I've just been operating on my coffee table in the lounge. It's not that comfortable. So here we are, let's give it a go, and really pleased to meet you in person. Hi there Taurus, welcome back to Wild Lotus Tarot. This is going to be a weekly intuitive reading for November 9th through to the 15th. Taurus, let's see what's on the cards for you. I will be getting started here with the Work Your Light Oracle from Rebecca Campbell, and then pulling you an overarching tarot card from the Moonchild Tarot before getting out the tarot aspects with the Rider-Waite clarified with the Star Child Tarot. So Taurus, let's see what the overarching message or theme is for you for the week. Oh, transformation. Things are changing, Taurus, at a cellular level. Deeper healing. Now, this card reminds me of two cards from the tarot. One, of course, the Death card. The card of Scorpio. In Scorpio season we are right now. That scorpionic card of big cyclic endings. And this also reminds me very much of that priestess energy, trusting your intuition and being guided by that inner temple, that energy of the heart. So some of you might be going through some kind of big transformation, some kind of big cyclic ending in your life, and it says that it's going to be really healing for you because you will be aligning with your deeper purpose through that. So let's go to the Moonchild Tarot now, Taurus, and build on this theme for you. Seeing what the overarching tarot energy is for you. Well, I've got two here, and I will take them because they are very on theme with this reading. I've got the energy of Judgment, and I've got the energy of the Three of Wands, guys. So Judgment means, you know, there is the divine trying to get your attention. There could be a last call on a situation. You know, Judgment is that energy that really wants to liberate you. It is about releasing you from what has held you stuck, bound, limited, held you back from your full potential in your life. And you know, the angel of the divine is trying to give you some kind of divine nudge, a wake-up call to say, hey, what is that for you? In what areas do you need to transform your life so that you can step onto a new path and create and build and manifest what you truly desire? You know, the Three of Wands really is about turning your back on the limitations of the past and preparing to walk a new road, you know, really gearing up to take the inspired action to move forward. And it's so close that you can pretty much taste it with this card. It's like those ships are already on the horizons. You can already see the successes, the achievements, and the brighter future that is going to be on this path by starting to step onto it. So they're both really big energies. Judgment is obviously a really big one. It says, is there a second chance in the current situation, or are we moving on? This is the card that comes before the World energy in the Major Arcana, and the World is the last card. That is huge, huge, huge cyclic completion, karmic completion. you know, it's a victory. So it says here, especially with transformation, which links to the Death card for me, that you might be one step away from a major cyclic completion in your life and then getting ready to walk a new path. So let's go to the tarot and see what that says for us now. See what we've got here, Taurus. So Taurus, I'll be beginning by pulling you the energy of the recent past, energies leaving, completing, or transitioning in your life. What has led you to this moment? I have got the Chariot, number 7, the card of Cancer from the Major Arcana. It's a card of moving on and claiming your victory. Let's go for the current or focus energy. I have got the Star. Wow. Following a new dream, a bigger dream. It is the card that follows on from the Tower in the Major Arcana. Let's get the near future focus energy out for you now, Taurus. It's a card of Aquarius, by the way, for those of you that like to know. Might be dealing with a Cancer, might be dealing with an Aquarian. Near future outcome, please. I just saw a flash of the Devil. It's really what you're liberating yourself from is toxicity in your life, what has limited you or held you back in some way. One more shuffle and 5 of Wands. Queen of Wands at the bottom of the deck. It's going to be really important for you to use your power and purpose and forward vision in a really positive way and not get pulled back into lower vibrational behavior while you're going through this transition. So Taurus, let's get clarifiers. Clarifying the Chariot. The Lovers. Card of Gemini in the Major Arcana. So you have a lot of Major Arcana here. I have got the 4 of Pentacles with the Star. Clarifying the 5 of Wands for you. Oh, Ace of Cups. Fulfilling, new beginning is here. I've got the Hierophant. Your card from the Major Arcana here. And that is very interesting as well. Okay, let's give me a moment here. Straighten them up while I have a little think. Okay, let's jump in, Taurus. So in the recent past or leading up to now, I've got the Hierophant, the Lovers, and the Chariot. So the Lovers, I mean, this is a card of 2 different things. It can mean that you're dealing in the realm of partnership or karmic partner. It can be that twin flame or soulmate energy. But before that in the tarot, Taurus, the Lovers was the card of choice. I really think that you're facing quite a big choice here, and it is a choice to move on and move into a new direction in your life. This is a general reading, guys, so I do try and keep these fairly broad, and you can relate it to your life situation. But what it could relate to with the Hierophant energy here, Taurus, is, for one, this is your card in the Major Arcana, so it's about moving towards total empowerment and embodiment of your energy. But this is the card of tradition, and it can stand for study, work, marriage, committed relationships, those kind of commitments in your life. So you could be making a choice to either move away or move towards one of those big life themes. And in particular, the Hierophant says it's time for you to go your own way and to align with your truth, right? Because there's a difference here between, you know, the values or the pathway that, you know, we feel we should follow, you know, what we've been conditioned to believe, handed down from society, our parents, all those kind of things, excuse me. And then we get to a time in our life where we really realize, actually, I don't know if that works for me. I am awakening to my truth. That could be your judgment. I am waking up and I want to liberate myself, and liberating yourself means living in alignment with your truth. And who knows your truth, Taurus? Only you. So that is the wake-up call. That is the awakening, and you're being called into alignment. There's also a card of spirituality and faith. For some of you, this is a spiritual awakening. So that's what I see here with the Hierophant energy. And it's really time for you to go your own way and lead from the heart. Some people call this the midlife crisis. It can happen at any age. It's really awakening. It's when the ego starts to dissipate and you start to realize your own truth and start moving towards that. You know, this is the card of moving on. It's the card of Cancer. It's the Chariot. And this really is about claiming your victory by moving into a place of deep alignment within yourself, bringing things into balance. You can see here that the Chariot, you know, it's a stone chariot. The Charioteer just has a magician's wand, and it's pulled by these two sphinxes, the black and the white, and they're kind of heading in different directions at the moment. And the message here really is, it's when we make a clear, congruent, aligned decision, that is when we propel our chariot, our life, ahead at pace. Now, the Chariot says that you might need to leave a comfort zone, a sense of home, in order to claim this victory. For some of you, you know, whatever it is that you're moving away from, even if it's not serving you in your highest purpose at this stage, they can become comfort zones for us. And sometimes the fear of the unknown is greater than the fear of the limitation that we're placing on ourselves. That is very much the message here of the Four of Pentacles, which is coming up. So that is what needs to be overcome in order to claim this victory. And a victory it is. The Chariot is a beautiful energy of moving towards purpose. So in your current or focus energy, we've got the Star and the Four of Pentacles. Yeah, I mean, the Star is beautiful energy. It's about rebirth of your true self. And it follows on from the Tower and the Major Arcana. So some of you may need to allow a tower to fall or consciously dismantle a tower in order to claim this victory. And of course, the towers can be careers, relationships, they can be massive personal awakenings or revelations within ourselves, shattering an illusion and fantasy that you may have been buying into. But the Star is a real energy of making a bigger dream now, you know, wishing on the star, bringing yourself into alignment with that so that you can really attract what you truly desire towards yourself now. It's a card of healing, recalibration, emotional balance, and it also shows vulnerability, right? This person's naked here, and there's a message that, you know, when you're shedding a skin, when you're transforming, obviously we can feel quite exposed. You know, we're releasing identities, and there can be the identity crisis. Well, who am I without this thing? Who am I when I'm on my own? Who am I when I'm on my truth? And if we're feeling that way, it's an indicator that we have been looking for fulfillment and balance and harmony outside of ourselves. So we need to rebuild and find those things from within. But in our vulnerability is our greatest power and our greatest opportunities to create the deepest connections with ourselves and with others as well. It's a very beautiful energy. Now with the Four of Pentacles here, don't hold on. It's a card of fear and limiting ourselves, contracting ourselves, playing small. Again, it says it's time for you to let go of the armoring of the heart, to feel it all, to shed that skin, allow yourself to transform and feel into the fear and do it anyway. So there can be definite temptation to stay where you are when that card comes into the reading. But the Star is saying there's a bigger dream here. There's a bigger dream for you. Wish upon the star and dream big, because this is actually the card of divine wish fulfillment as well. So it really wants to shift you. The Chariot wants to shift you in that direction, and that, Taurus, is your victory to be claimed. Again, with the Five of Wands showing up here in the near future, is if we kind of go back and forth and we sort of put one foot in, one foot out, and we're not clear and aligned and congruent in that decision making, we can start to feel conflicted. Five of Wands, and it's a real energy of kind of power leakage and not sort of using our inspired action in a constructive way. Maybe we're using it to go back and forth, to be in the conflict state, because we're becoming unfulfilled, having petty arguments with others and all that sort of thing. We want to use our personal power and inspired action to do this shit, to transform our lives, you know, to actually work on this process and to actually move forward, right? So we can get stuck in that kind of energy the Four of Pentacles and the Five of Wands is that little warning there for you. What we truly want to be tuning into though is the Queen of Wands here, because if anyone knows how to use their personal power, passion and action, it's her. And this is a real energy of being the visionary of your life, Taurus, and really seeing this as an opportunity to manifest great things. She's a great opportunist and she acts very instinctually to move her life ahead for the better. So she links to Aries as well in the Major Arcana, and this is about discerning the direction to go in now, and she will really guide you. For some of you, this will be in business and a journey of entrepreneurship because she's in the reading. For others of you, this is finding deep fulfillment and passion in your life, and that could come through a relationship in the future or falling deeply in love with yourself first. Because with the Ace of Cups here, I mean, this is the card of moving towards deep, sensual and great fulfillment emotionally, finding the joy, love and harmony in your life, Taurus. That is the promise of the Ace of Cups. And the Ace of Cups is also a deep symbol of transformation. In the rider version of this card, we see this cup and it's sitting on water and there's lotus flowers on the water surface. And it's the whole reason I called my channel Wild Lotus Tarot, guys, because the lotus is a symbol of transformation. It starts its journey as a small seed in the mud and it fights its way up, following the light, the divine source, through the water, you know, the obstacle, the blocks, the challenges, before it finds its way to the surface and blooms, transformed with great beauty. So this is the journey, right? Transformation is all over this reading. You are moving towards finding your lotus, finding your wild lotus within, finding your, you know, deep happiness, joy, love, harmony. The Queen of Wands is the energy that is going to help guide you from a very practical, inspired action kind of standpoint. Dream big, because the star is in the reading. Go your own way and don't be afraid to release or let something go in order to claim a bigger dream and a bigger victory for your life, Taurus. Okay, I am going to leave it there, Taurus, and I do hope you enjoyed this weekly reading. Keeping in mind it's a general reading for the collective, so it may not, you know, be your reading in its entirety. There might be pieces that resonate, it might all resonate, maybe it just won't resonate at all this week for you. If you're called to share, leave me a comment. I do read them all and try to respond to as many as I can. Helps me get to know you guys, connect to energies and see what's happening on the collective, and I will see you back here next week for another reading. Bye for now, Taurus.